Hi, I'm James Keeney and welcome to Gluten-Free Kitchen. Now by day I'm a mechanic and by night when I like to cook I become the celiac chef. And on today's episode we're going to make some gluten-free Chinese prawn toast. So keep watching, let me just change into the celiac chef. Boom, and I'm back, and I'm not actually a chef. Someone bought me these because they like my cooking. So let's get on with it. What we're going to need to make prawn toast. You're going to need prawns, 200 grams of raw prawns. You can buy them frozen, you can buy them fresh. They've probably been frozen before. Next thing you're going to need, this is not a necessity this bit, chicken breasts. You're going to need about 100 grams of chicken breast. Again, if you're a pescatarian, you don't have to use chicken breast. I just use it because it makes it more fluffy. It gives it a more meaty texture, which I like, and I'd recommend trying it that way. A lot of Chineses actually do put chicken in the prawn toast. Sesame seeds, bread, gluten-free bread. This is just from Morrison's. You can obviously get Asda's brand. I just got this. It's quite firm. It's quite sturdy. You're going to need a teaspoon of sugar, 3 teaspoons of water, a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of salt. I've gone for pink Himalayan, and this is everyone's devil. This is what makes Chinese food taste so good. Again, you don't have to put this in, it's just out of choice. I do put this in. So this here is MSG, monosodium glutamate. It's a food enhancer, and like I said, a lot of Chinese use it. You're also going to need a blender as well. We're going to put the prawns in. A nice squelch. We're going to put the chicken in. Again, that's optional if you're a pescatarian and you don't eat chicken. I don't know if vegetarians eat seafood, but I think pescatarians do eat seafood. We're going to put our salt in, sprinkle it round. We're going to put our pepper in. We're going to put our sugar in. Get a nice sweeter taste, makes it a bit moreish. And again, this is optional, MSG. There's pros and cons to it. I just think it tastes good. I don't eat prawn toast every week. I probably have it once a month. This will probably last me a year, because what I'll do is I'll make it to batches and freeze it. So we'll get it in the blender and we just simply blend it. What I'm going to do now is add a bit of water to soften the paste up. I'm going to blend it until it looks a bit like, I wouldn't say wallpaper paste, a bit like a soft butter. You'll see. Once you've blended it, you want it to have a consistency of about wallpaper paste. So if you see here, it's a bit like jelly wallpaper paste. That's your chicken meat and your prawn meat mixed with the pepper, the MSG, the sugar, the salt and the water. If it's really thick, always add a bit more water, but you don't really want it to get too thin that when you do spread it, it doesn't stick to the bread. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our oil. We're going to get that nice and warm. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get our bread and we're going to get our mixture, which is the prawns and the chicken. Again, like I said, you don't have to use chicken. I just prefer it with chicken. It gives it a nice, meaty, fluffy taste. And the prawns will overpower the taste of the chicken anyway. So I'm just going to do one slice, but I will be doing the rest of bread and freezing it. So you get your slice of bread, you get your prawn and chicken puree, and it's simple. You spread it. Now try and make it even. It's just like butter, really soft butter. Now if you want it nice and fluffy, put more on. If you want it thin, put less on. A good tip on a good restaurant, Chinese wise, if the prawn toast is really flimsy and not very meaty or fluffy, or they're being skimpy with it, or you know, trying to save that few extra pence, so as you can see, the prawn mixture is on the bread. And now what we'll do is get the sesame seeds, have her on a plate. These are just white sesame seeds. I got these from a Chinese shop in Sheffield. Simply press it in, just nice and even, and lift out. And make sure it's nice and even. And there you go, that's your prawn toast. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to stick it in the hot oil, which I've preheated to 190 degrees Celsius. So I'll find out what it is in Fahrenheit with my temperature probe. And it doesn't take long. So let's get it whacked in. Now before I do throw it in, I am going to chop it into triangles to make it easier to handle when it's in the hot oil. So simply like so. A bit like what Chineses do. Just makes it easy to handle. So you've got four triangles, sorry. Squares, where did I get that from? So now we're at 190 degrees. I'm going to place these in. I'm going to do it meat side down. You've got to be very quick, because these take about 2 minutes to cook, and you've got to turn them over. Be careful of the oil, it's very hot as you can imagine. Got my trusty salad, but they work well with prawn toast. Don't forget, it's very soft. Now you really want to do it about a minute aside, but it can go from really soggy to perfect to really oily and dry and horrible in a matter of seconds. So you've really got to be on it with it. So like I say, a minute aside. You might just want to flip them over at a minute and then another minute on that side, so on the bread side, and then just flip them over for 30 seconds, let's just say, on the other side. Get me a flapper. The smell is amazing, it really does smell nice in here. Dunk. See, now I can see the brownness starting to come up the bread, so I'll flip them over. Oops. Just trying to get away from me. And again, about a minute on that side. Just bobbling away. If you're wondering what this type of hob is, it's an induction hob, and they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I can't knock them. You can really get heat, serious heat into food. Unfortunately, we don't have gas around here. We only have a gas for heating, not for cooking. Temperature, turn it up a slight notch, and I'm just going to flip them over again. Oops, they're not ready yet, not on that side. You want them to go slightly golden brown on the base. A bit like that colour. So I'll flip these over again for about 30 seconds. Again, always monitoring your temperature. So yeah, bang on temperature. As you can see, they're going nicely brown. And there, that one's definitely ready. Again, check off any excess oil. Like I said, it can go really from good to bad really quickly. And there you have it. Gluten-free Chinese prawn toast. What does it taste like? Got some sweet chilli dip. I love prawn toast and sweet chilli. You need to make this. Absolutely. Tastes like Chinese. It's literally like I've ordered it from a Chinese. My gosh. Oh. Look at that. Nice meaty fluffiness. That crisp, oily bread, but it's a nice flavour. Like I said, the chicken meat, you can't taste the chicken, but it gives it such a nice texture. If you like this video, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, which pretty much all of you are because I've got about 7 subscribers, so hit the bell icon and subscribe. If you want to know more, or if you just feel like leaving a comment, please do so. Also, if you say, oh, what else can you cook? Tell me what you want to know how to cook, and I'll try and see if I can make it gluten free. So anyway, thanks for watching. Keep your eye out for the next episode. What should we make next? Gluten-free KFC, Keely's fried chicken. So I can't say I'm mimicking the Colonel. Yeah, we'll do that one next. Thanks for watching.